What's up, ballers? Jacob here with All Drive No Drop, and I'm bringing some news that I'm not really excited about. Honestly, I don't know who this news is good for, except for the big pickleball brands and the PPA slash UPA-A. The big guys are winning here in this news. So late last night, I started hearing rumors, I started hearing rumblings that the UPA, the new governing body for the PPA MLP, they're saying they're making pickleball testing standards now. They're going to be working with the Pickleball Pro Labs that USAP already works with and a lot of other tournaments have worked with. Anyway, they are coming out with new standards. We already knew that. They're coming out with their own certification. But in order to get that certification, you are going to have to pay $100,000 per year. So that's just the number that's been floated out there. I think that these numbers have been shown to a lot of companies now, and I think the information is pretty reliable. And so think about any company that wants to come into pickleball now and they want to start their paddle line. Think of all the great small companies, Spartus, Bread and Butter, Honolulu Pickleball, Mavericks, I'm missing a lot. But all these small companies that have made really great paddles lately, would they have come into the space if they had to pay $100,000 to get started? Also, come on, what a money grab. I guess we'll call them UPA-A. I mean, it's the UPA, PPA, MLP. They're all the same thing at this point, right? They have a parent company, and this UPA-A is the governing body. I mean, what difference does it make? They're all together. So the UPA-A is about to start charging $100,000 per year per brand and $5,000 per paddle registration. And it's going to start with pros in 2025 for PPA. So if you want to have your paddle, if you're a pro and you want to use your paddle, it sounds like your brand is going to need the certification from UPA-A. And then in 2026, the amateurs are going to have their paddle certified with the same thing. So this year, next year, amateurs are okay using the paddles in their tournaments, but in 2026, amateurs will have to use something certified by UPA-A only in PPA tournaments or maybe, like the minor league, major league tournament, pickleball tournaments. So basically what this does is it cuts out the small brands. I mean, it raises the barrier to entry. I'm not opposed to maybe raising the barrier to entry with how many different paddles there are and how much different stuff, but if the paddles are getting tested and approved, does it matter? I mean, they're paying $1,000 a paddle right now. So the new UPA-A president, Jason Aspis, formerly from the kitchen, he's been promoting that, he's trying to make the game better, through better rules and better stuff. But let's be honest, I think he's just, telling us lies, just spewing lies out of his mouth. The kitchen has not been a free place to say anything. They stole content for years. They've been doing a lot of bad stuff. So why would we think, the co-founder of the kitchen is going to be a legit person to help run things in a great way? So now they're charging $100,000 per company. And guess who's on the board? The biggest companies in pickleball. Joola, Onyx. I mean, come on. Pro XR, it doesn't make sense. So you're going to have the biggest companies in pickleball run certifications, create a huge barrier to entry, and charge a whole bunch of money so that they can crush their competition? How does that make sense? How does that make the game better, Jason? It doesn't. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I think that this is a terrible move, but also we have to look at, what's USAP going to do? Because at the end of the day, we don't have to follow what the UPA-A does. I mean, if you want to play their PPA tournaments or MLP tournaments, sure, but at the end of the day, who cares? Go run your tournaments. They don't even run PPA tournaments in Michigan. So I really don't care if it turns out to be the way they're going. Oh, obviously, anything can happen. Anything can change because they change their minds all the time. But we'll see. Drop it in the comments. What do you think? Should they have a barrier to entry? Should they have to pay that continual fee every year, or to stop the market from being flooded with different paddles? Or you're like, hey, if the paddle gets approved, good for them. Let the businesses compete it out. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear any thoughts, and go play some pickleball.